Hello everyone, I'm Pearl Fontaine. Welcome to the 2012 edition of Journey to the Throne. We'll be bringing you intimate interviews with the 6 young ladies vying for the Miss Dominica title come February 17. I sat down with each contestant at the Fort Young Hotel and asked all the questions that you would want the answers to. Contestant number 2, Fancille Lavanier, who out the gate was the first contestant to secure full sponsorship, joined me at the Rampart section of the Fort Young Hotel. She says the National Queen Show has changed her for the better. Hi Fancille.
Hi.
Nice to have you with us today.
Thank you very much.
You are no stranger to pageants.
No, I'm not.
You've partaken in Miss Wobdwiet
At
at the Pierre Charles Secondary School. And now you're partaking in the National Queen Show. Can you tell me thus far how the two differ?
Well, the Miss Dominica pageant requires that the contestants do more work. It's more demanding. And for the Miss Wobdwiet that I took part in, there was no swimwear segment, and now this one has it.
So when you say more work, you mean?
Yes. When I say it's more demanding, I mean that I have to do a lot of research, always be on top of what's going on, fine-tuning my talent. And there are those of us who go to school and there are those of us who work. So it can be a challenge.
Okay. Do you think partaking in the Miss Dominica pageant, do you think it's changed you in any way?
Yes, it has. It has changed me. Taking part in the Miss Dominica pageant is helping me to be a more outgoing person. I'm improving on my communication skills. I'm learning so much.
Very nice.
I'm learning how to apply makeup better than how I used to.
Okay. And that's always exciting.
Yes,
right? Right. As a makeup artist myself, I know that it's very exciting. You said that it's helping you to be more outgoing.
Yes.
Who is Fancille other than this new outgoing person?
Well, I am usually an outgoing person, but I used to be at home, but now the public is getting a chance to know me, the real me.
How have preparations been so far for you? I mean, you were the first contestant to have a sponsor right out the gate.
Yes.
Like before you even named, you had a sponsor. So how have preparations been for you?
Preparations are coming on good. There are challenges that I face, but I'm doing what I have to do. I'm doing my research, fine-tuning my talent, improving in certain areas that I have to. My team, which is made up of my chaperone, Fancille Lavanier, who is my eldest sister.
Okay.
My sponsor, Mr. Val Coffee. You know, everyone is working together to help me to meet the
requirements.
Yes, the requirements, yes.
Why did you enter this pageant?
First of all, I love pageantry.
Okay.
Pageantry, to me, it helps shape women of tomorrow, especially the Miss Dominica pageant. It teaches you how to be, you learn about self-awareness. You are more aware of yourself. You learn how to be a very responsible person because you will have so many things to do.
If you win this pageant, what would your message be to Dominica, to the world? What would your message be to your fellow contestants if you win?
Well, first of all, I believe that anybody can be a contestant. You just have to work hard. And if I win the Miss Dominica title, I would really like to engage in certain activities that will help me to teach the younger generation about the cultural dances that I've learned, being part of the Pishne cultural group, and to really share my experience with the younger women.
Okay. What's that like, being part of the Pishne cultural group?
It's fun.
Yeah?
Yes. We usually, every year we take part in the competitions held in Grantsway. Okay. Yes, we dance at the Creole Day with Market Day for Difference and the Creole Bodlame.
Okay, so what dances
what dances do? We do a wide range of dances. We do flirtation, quadrille, heel and toe. There are so many dances.
What's flirtation? I've never heard of that.
I really enjoy this dance.
Yeah?
Yes, it requires
What's it a combination of?
Well, you have to do spins and a lot of work with your feet.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and you really like this
Yes,
dance?
I really like
it. Is it because of the name or the actual dance?
The actual dance, because you have to be very graceful. It's something that I really enjoy doing.
You're from the community of Pishlin. I've just always driven through because I have family that live in Grand Bay. I've never ever experienced Pishlin. What's it like?
Pishlin is a very warm community. The people are very supportive and they're welcoming.
Okay.
And if you come to Pishlin, you will certainly feel at home.
Really?
Yes. And if you enjoy bathing in rivers, we have two.
Okay. Yes. What are their names?
What are their names? Well, we haven't named them.
Oh, you have? You haven't. So are we going to see the entire Pishlin community at the National Pageantry Show?
Yes, we are.
We are?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
They're very excited.
I'm sure they are, because it puts such a small community on the map. It really does. It makes them significant. It makes them important. I mean, every community is important, but
yes, it is.
When you have someone representing their community in such a show, I mean, obviously everyone feels the excitement.
Yes, they do.
If you ever lived in a foreign country, right? How would you help people understand the richness of your culture? And I know that you can answer that because you've taken part in so many cultural aspects of our culture.
If I lived in a foreign country, I would engage the people of that country to learn the dances that I know and, you know, educate them about my culture. So that will make them more aware.
So you would use music and dance to get them to learn about the richness of your culture. It has been said that the Dominican public is not a reading population. Would you agree with that?
No, I don't.
You don't agree with that?
No.
Okay, why don't you agree with that?
There are persons in our society who do not read and they do not pay attention to what's going on. But I believe that the majority of Dominicans, they read what's going on the newspaper, because I've seen many Dominicans with newspapers reading and they listen to the various talk shows, so they are aware of what is going on.
Okay, well, besides newspapers, what about books?
Books, yes, I think they do.
Okay, and what about you? Are you an avid reader? Do you read books? Do you like to read?
Yes, I read books. Okay. And my favorite book, by the way, is Becca Lamb, written by Z. Edgehouse. He's a Caribbean writer. And I really enjoyed reading this book because it describes this teenager who grew up in a society where there are a lot of divisions, and at the latter end of that book, the way she overcame everything, it was really amazing.
Do you think that book relates to your life at all?
Yes, because she is a teenager, well, in the book, and the problems that she faced, I could relate to that.
What would you say are the problems facing the youth in our society today?
I think that the young people as myself, well, not myself, but young people, they...
Well, I mean, how young are you?
I'm 19.
Well, hello.
Yes.
Okay, young people as yourself.
Yeah, I think it's really our mindset, the way we think, which, like, through listening to various music and looking at our society, their mindsets are changed in terms of what is right and wrong, and this song reflects who they may become. For instance, there are songs where there are a lot of negative messages coming from them, and when our young men especially listen to them, it changes their mind as to how they view women.
For me, my personal stance is the government of Dominica has placed a lot of programs, projects, initiatives. I mean, they've started a lot of different things for the youth. Do you think that our youth, do you think that they're not taking advantage of what the government has put in place for them? Do you think that they're blind to it?
I think some of us take advantage of it, but there are some of us who are very lazy and we wait for others to do things for us. There are things put in place. We should make the decision and go for it.
What are your strengths?
I'm a very quick learner. Yes.
That's always a good strength. That's always a
I'm
good
a quick
strength.
learner and I adapt to different situations.
Very nice.
So I would say these are my strengths.
So you're a chameleon, you would say. What are your weaknesses?
Well, I consider myself to be a very hard worker.
And that's a weakness? Okay.
I'm very determined.
I'm gonna listen.
And this is a weakness in the sense that you could overwork yourself. It's not that you don't have to work. You have to work very hard, but too much of something is never good.
I agree with that. Too much of something is never good. I agree with that. Who's your role model?
There are so many people that I see qualities in that I would like to make mine. And one of these individuals, well, my role model at this point is Kamala John Baptist.
Aaron?
Yes, Kamala. That's because when she went up for Miss Dominica, she was my size, well, at least almost my size. And she's a very determined young woman. And she has goals, and if she has goals, she will work towards that, and I really admire that about her.
Well, I can attest to that because she's a very good friend of mine, and she really is hardworking. Okay, tell us a little about your goals and your aspirations.
My goals. I would like to be a lawyer because I believe in justice, and I would like to bring justice to people. And there are situations where persons do not have the finance to afford a lawyer. I would like to represent them pro bono so that I could bring justice to them, which will in turn bring justice to my country. And when I accomplish my goal of becoming a lawyer, I would like to have my family in Dominica and be married. And this to me would be my accomplishments. I will feel accomplished when I...
How many children would you like to have?
I'd like to have 2 children.
2 children.
Yes,
and you guys are a boy and a girl?
Yes.
Okay, so where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I see myself going to university.
That was Fancille Lavanier, contestant number 2 for yet another segment of Journey to the Throne 2012. Please join us again, same time, same place.